Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Icons Chevrolet Corvette set. This set released, I believe, August 1st of 2023. It is set number 10321. It has 1,210 pieces, and I paid $100 for this set, but this set retails for $150. I used some VIP points, which are now called insiders points, to get $50 off. So I used my points for this. It retails for $150. When I talk about this set and the value, I'm going to be talking about it in relation to its retail price, not necessarily the price that I paid for it, even because I have a feeling that the price I paid for it is going to be a great value because I got a third of the price off. But either way, I've done some other Icons vehicles at this scale. I've done the there's a Porsche one, I've done the Camaro one, and I've also done like the DeLorean, which is I think at a similar scale. So I'm really excited to look at this one. When this was released, I got pretty excited. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we are looking at the build for this LEGO Icons Chevrolet Corvette 1961 set, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and then to remind you that if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, maybe consider subscribing to my channel so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future. I have a ton of other LEGO sets in the works to review, and I'm going to keep doing this for as long as I can. I really love doing it, and subscribing is a great way to show support. It helps me reach a broader audience, and it allows my channel to continue to grow. So I'm very, very grateful for everybody who watches already, and thank you very much. But I just wanted to encourage any other engagement. I also wanted to say if you have any thoughts about whether or not this model should have the top on it, or it looks better with the top off, or if you have comments about the price and the value of this set, or any questions about the set or anything else regarding my channel, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I love reading all the comments and would love to write back and reply to a lot of comments. So that stuff all means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And now back to the rest of the build for this LEGO Icons Chevrolet Corvette 1961, and then onto my review for this set. Okay, so that is this LEGO Icons Chevrolet Corvette 1961 set. This is pretty great. It's interesting to compare it to other Icons cars that I have. I have the Porsche Turbo one, like the 911 Turbo or something. I have the Chevrolet Camaro, and I have the DeLorean. I recently did a video about the red pickup truck, which was not licensed, but it was kind of an icon set, and I think scale-wise is pretty similar to this as far as brick-built cars go. And this one's really interesting. I think it looks pretty great. I know there were some people thinking that it doesn't look so good with the roof portion on, and it just sort of shines when it's in a convertible configuration. I like it with both, but I also love how easy it is to convert. One of the things is with the Porsche that I have, it's white, so that set, I can't remember what it's called exactly. There are some ways you can convert it from one version to another, including like putting the top up or taking the top down, but it's a lot more involved to convert it. For the Camaro, you could change the color of the striping, I believe, and for the DeLorean, you could change some of the accessories to reflect other movies. But for this one, you can just take off the roof and the back window there, the back windshield, and it looks pretty terrific like this. The red is really, really great, and there's a lot of good details, a lot of interesting pieces here. But I mean, I think it's really good. I think it fits in very well with the Icon line of cars. And I think there's a lot of angles that this just really, really shines. So I'm excited to talk about it, excited to get into it here. And I'm not really even sure where to start. There's no minifigures, but we'll just kind of go over it and talk about some of the building techniques and some of the features here. So I think the first thing is, let's take a look at the wheels here. We have the white wall for the wheels. These are printed pieces for the rims there. So you get 4 of those. I like these wheels. They feel very hard, so that's good. You build kind of the back end first here. And so we have some nice uses of pieces with the gray banana piece here, a long hilt, and a gray candlestick to get these nice kind of curves there. Nice pieces for the rear lights that are round. This is a sticker for the license plate. All the shaping here is really good. There's some nice techniques using some clip pieces clipped to some bar pieces there, and I really like to see that. The back axle is connected to each other. We can see even on the bottom this all has these inverted tiles for a lot of it, covering up some of the Technic structure. I would say overall the building techniques for this set are pretty straightforward. A lot of studs on top, I think that's got its own little bit of charm there. So the back is nice. I do like how the curve here. This is a good angle here, curving around the edge here with this piece. It's not perfect. There's a little bit of overhang there, but it does get the curvature pretty close to right on, and so I like to see that. The kind of fender areas are all brick built here, but unlike the even the Porsche and the red pickup truck, they had kind of a more unique building for the fender areas, and this one's very, very straightforward. We have a little antenna here, which is like the sword or fencing saber or something. And then we have the trunk area. This is a sticker. It's a very small sticker there, so you get that centered. But the trunk can open up. So if we look at the bottom, there's this Technic bit here that has some give to it. So you can kind of see that there. And what happens if you push that up, the trunk opens a little bit. So you can push that up, trunk opens, push that in there. So the trunk opens, and the way the trunk opens, it actually can come forward like that so that it can lean upwards all the way. There's a good amount of storage back there actually, and it's all like tiled out inside the trunk, so even inside there feels different. It's a little different color there. This set does come with some extra license plates. I didn't put the stickers on those tiles yet, but you could theoretically put these license plates, like store them in the back here, which isn't a bad idea there. And this is easy enough to get to work. I kind of like that. So it makes this look really flawless, and I like how little gap there is, because it does kind of have this function of like it pops up a little bit and then it has to come forward a little bit so it can open all the way up. But that's really, really nice. And again, when it's closed, it feels very flush. It feels like there's very little gap there. So that's really, really nice. Coming around to the middle section here, we have this kind of jumper style plate there. That is where the back windscreen connects. So just on those two studs, and then it has these pieces that overhang on the front that kind of hold it in place there. So it's easy enough to remove that. It uses a new piece for the windscreens. I thought it was the same one as like the land speeder, the UCS land speeder set, but apparently it is not. And so it's a new piece. They come in paper bags individually packaged, which is really nice. So they're not all scratched up. They feel very, very good. So that's great. This is an easy enough build, just plates and tiles and some curved pieces, some kind of archway like pieces, and yeah, very simple, but good. Connects right here. If we look towards the internal thing here, we can see the seats are brick built in a nice way, using those kind of grooved bricks there. This on this arch piece here going around the seat is a print, same over here. On the inside though, to continue that silver streak, that silver detailing, that is some stickers in there. We have a steering wheel that works, so the steering wheel does turn the front wheels. That's all connected. There's a sticker on the steering wheel. There's actually a sticker kind of behind that too for the speedometer there. There are 3 pedals down there that can all be kind of positioned. There's a stick shift there with a sticker for the like gears, and there's another sticker kind of on the dash as well. And then we have these kind of classic looking like archway here for the dashboard as well there, which is nice. I think the internals of this are really good, if again maybe a little bit weirdly scaled, which seems to be a common thing for these Icons cars. You know, for the most part the scale is pretty good, but usually I find the like internal stuff to be scrunched a little bit, but that's not so bad. It's nice that there is like good detailing there. A few stickers used in there. Most of the stickers actually are used kind of inside here, which is cool. I did like that some of these are printed. It would have been nice if maybe all of them were printed, but you do use the stickers here. I did show this already, but the doors can open and those work really, really great. The kind of indent for the door for the styling here is all like brick built except for one little sticker right there. And that's built really nicely. I think there's some new pieces in there with some interesting angles. So like this curve right here, I think is a new piece. But it's nice how that's kind of got that half a stud indent in here, which is offset, which is very cool, using some jumpers. Door handle here, these can open up really far. Inside we can see there's detailing in there too for different stuff, which is nice. Right here is another print, so that silver streak is a print, same on the other side. The doors are the same. They can open up and they close up very nicely. So again, no gap here, no gap up here, so that's really great. This little bit, this curve here is one of the parts that has some limitation there. It would have been nice if that was slightly different, but I don't know how they could have corrected for that, so this came like more flush and continued to the back there, but I think they did a nice compromise. These kind of gray stripes here are just brick built in. Like I said, this little bit is a sticker, and that's same on the other side. So I really like the doors. I like the internals a lot. So that's really, really nice. I think there's a lot of detail for someone to look at here. So if this is displayed in such a way, I think it draws you in to look inside here. Have like the mirror there as well. And I am very happy that these windscreens are very pristine and not scratched up. So I love to see that. Then we get to the front end. The curvature of the front end is pretty good. It's not as round as maybe some people wanted it to be. These maybe should be a little more round. I think they did a pretty good thing there. These are built very, very basically. It uses, I think, 24 of these kind of like 2x2 rounded bricks here. I don't know what to call them, but I think it used like a whole bunch of those pieces. If I don't know if I can get one off easily. Let me see here. So it used a bunch of these pieces to get that angle, which is nice, but it's very, very simple. And we can see that these stripes here are also printed, both there. So they did print those silver streaks on several different pieces, like these archways, these smaller tiles here. These are 2x8 or 2x6 rather. Yeah, and then this is a 2x4. So different pieces printed there for all of that stuff. Actually, on the front, when I took those lights off, there's a printed piece there too behind one of these clear pieces to get the lights, and I think that looks really, really nice. The Corvette logo here is printed as well, so a good mix of printed pieces. Around the front we have the similar design here using the banana, the candlestick there, some clips, and actual gray sausage under here to get kind of that classic look. And this is kind of the old, like that's a kind of old fender area there. This is like a minifigure bike handle type piece or yoke type, steering yoke type piece there to kind of get that outline for the grill, which is very nice. And the hood for this can also be lifted up. Now this has an interesting kind of mechanism as well. Not too many gaps. I think it actually looks pretty good, all things considered. And there's no like special way to lift this up. You kind of just have to grab it or try to get under there. Let's see here. I think using a brick separator is how I had the most sort of success. So, wow, I keep knocking off that antenna. I will have to find that later. But we can open up the hood there. And again, this one, it moves backward and forward and then also up. So we can lift it up like that, but if you just bring it straight back, there's the gap here, so it has a little bit of movement right there. You can kind of see that, and that allows it to lift up. And inside we get a detailed kind of engine looking there. We can also see the gear mechanism for steering. There's kind of a fan piece in here. Some nice silver like chrome there, a nice little tube here coming from up there. Lots of good little details. There are two stickers in here as well on top of the pistons, or where the pistons would be, I suppose. So those say Corvette on them. Two more internal stickers. Nice silver mug, coffee cup used there for another part of the engine. So that's really great. This came separated here. It can kind of stand up on its own, as can the back, and the doors can be open, so you could theoretically display this with all this open, but this is kind of an all or nothing design. It can't really stand anywhere in the middle, whereas like the trunk has enough friction that it could be at different angles. This one's kind of got to be up. The mechanism to do that, how it moves backward and forward, is pretty unique. I haven't really seen something exactly like it, using some Technic pieces and some bar elements there. So it has that little bit of give it needs to close that gap and fit in there nice and snug, which is really, really good. I think let me just find that antenna here. There we go. I haven't decided if I like it more with the roof on or not. Let me know in the comments what you think is a better look for this. I think it looks kind of great in both versions. I might like it like this more. There's just something about it that really speaks to me for whatever reason. So I really like it with the roof. I just think it's classy. I think without the roof, it looks great too. So this is just a great set. As far as building techniques go, though, like I say, it's very straightforward, nothing too revolutionary, no super crazy piece usages, nice use of some unique pieces for some of the detailing. There's a little bit of interesting techniques for clipping kind of sub-assemblies on. I thought the steering mechanism was a little bit unique compared to some other Icon style cars that I've built. And so that's usually good to see. And I just had a blast building it. It came together. It made sense how it was built, how it was designed, which is good. And I think it looks really, really nice. So as someone who's kind of into Lego cars, Technic cars, Speed Champions, Icons cars, Creator Expert ones, and all different stuff, this one fits in the kind of lineup of those very well. If I had to pick my favorite between like this, the Porsche, and the Camaro, I might pick this. I might pick the Porsche. The Camaro was good for sure, but I don't know. There's something about this that I really, really like that might be more than that. And part of it is like, I think this is really interesting in here, how they did that brick built. There's not a ton of stickers as far as external stickers go. The license plate, the one on the trunk or the boot there, and then these ones on the side, and then the rest of them are kind of all like internal details, a bunch kind of in the dash and driver area, some under the hood or the bonnet there, and a couple right here at the back. You can see the sticker sheet, not too many stickers. It's nice that they could give you extra license plates. I think that's true for other vehicles in the kind of Icon series line. I think I have some of these are from either the Porsche set or the Camaro set or whatever else. So that's good. And it's nice that this one has places to store those if I were to put those on those gray tiles there. So I could theoretically pop those into the trunk, which is nice. And I think this is just overall a really solid design, easy enough to put together, looks pretty great. It's not without, I don't know where things could be better. I think this could maybe be a bit better. And other than that, I mean, I don't really have any complaints about it. I think it came together really, really nicely. So I'm pretty happy with this. And I think it looks really stellar from this angle. So all those printed pieces are very nice. Overall, the shaping is nice. You got the options for, the drop top or not. And it's just a classic looking car with some pretty good lines going through it, some pretty good angles, pretty good brick built stuff, which is nice to see. You don't see a lot of like weird colors. You can see like maybe a little bit of something in here. Even from the bottom, there's not too much stuff peeking out. So it feels very complete, it feels very nice, which is good. It's got internal decorations. It's got little functions and features. The steering works, which is always lovely to see. So I think this is great. Now, I will show the extra pieces. So we do get those extra tiles for the extra license plates there. And I lost a banana. I was going to say, I don't think that is an extra piece. Get the banana on there. And I'll show all of these. Nothing too crazy here. But we do get like an extra of the gray sausage or hot dog there. Your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles, your slopes, your pins, bar pieces. Like this 1x2 curve without the stud, without the jumper is in there. This piece is kind of nice, used for the headlights there. So those are your extra pieces. This set comes with 1,210 pieces, which I think is less than the Camaro, is less than the Porsche, and less than the DeLorean. I don't know how it compares to the Mustang, like Creator Expert. This set is $150. I think I paid more for that for the DeLorean. I paid more than that for the Porsche. I think I paid in like the 170 for that, and the Camaro I think was also 170, and I think the Mustang Creator Expert, like the blue one, I think that one is around a similar price. So this one may be one of the cheaper ones to get. It may have fewer pieces, but it's really great looking. As far as like, the price per piece doesn't feel great, but as far as what I have in my hands here, it feels very comparable to other LEGO Icon sets. With the red pickup truck, it's not licensed, and so that one had a lot more pieces and is retailed for cheaper than this, and then I got a crazy good deal on it. But I've also bought the Porsche Icons car at retail, and the Camaro at retail, so I didn't have too much problems with this. Again, if it was cheaper, that would be nicer. 150 doesn't feel terrible to me. There are some printed stuff, some specialized stuff in here, new pieces for the windscreens, so I do have to take that into account, and I think there was some new kind of pieces used in here as well. So and it's feature rich and it looks really great. So, I don't think it's a terrible value. I think this feels pretty good. It's hefty. It's solid. It fits in line with other Icons cars for sure. Yeah, maybe 130 would be, well, I mean, I always say, if they were cheaper, it would be better. More people might be able to buy them and enjoy them, and it would save me money as well. But I didn't feel terrible buying this for $150, even though it's 1,210 parts. So it feels all right for me, personally. Again, yeah, 140, 130, that'd be great. 150, not that bad. Not that bad, especially comparing it to other Icons and Creator Expert style cars. This one's really, really terrific. So I was very happy to see that. It came out really, really well, and I built it relatively fast. So it's really, really nice. I like it a lot. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, please consider subscribing to my channel so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more LEGO Icons, more LEGO vehicles and cars, and then just tons of other LEGO sets from all different shapes, sizes, price points, piece counts, all different themes. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming LEGO videos. And if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that is over at the SoBricks Patreon, which is patreon.com/SoBricks. You can find that linked in the description or on my page over there. You can join for as little as $2 a month, get access to all my videos early, get access to some exclusive videos like one I just uploaded about the Ninjago City Gardens set, and tons of other stuff over there in the works, so maybe consider checking that out. It is appreciated. And thank you very much for watching. And with all of that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.